Respect it, I mean, we network across the globe, cause it's a global market in case you didn't know. And since we all about information flow, let me be the first one to welcome you to Tech Zone with Paul Amadeus Lane. Let's talk tech, cause technology changing the game. It's all good in the hood, it's everywhere. Now let's get to the show, cause we live on air, yeah.
Hello and welcome back to the Tech Zone. I am Paul Amadeus Lane. Hope you enjoyed that interview when I was at the PlayStation Experience 2016. That game looks pretty sweet. I know my nephew played it and he loved it to death. But what I wanted to do was get a first-hand, I guess, testimony. We're going to testify about Oculus. And, my gamer report extraordinaire, UnCarbonated Soda, had him on earlier in the year. He actually picked up the Oculus, and I wanted to get his take on it. So I decided to invite him on to talk about it. Joining me right now is my old friend, UnCarbonated Soda, joins me back here on the Tech Zone. What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
I'm doing great, Paul. Thank you for having me again.
Hey, welcome back. I know you and I have been trying to get together to talk about some gaming and what's going on. And I wanted to bring you on because I know the Oculus CEO just stepped down, and it looks like he's accepting a position with Facebook, because Facebook owns Oculus. And I don't know, do you think this is going to be a shakeup? What's your take on it? What do you think is going to happen?
To be honest, I'm not really sure. I think that's a really interesting move, stepping down from being head of the company to go head a different division. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how that affects all of their products coming out, because I know they had a lot of announcements at their last convention. So I'm not too sure. It's a mixed bag for me.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to CES coming up in a few weeks to see what some of the announcements, because this shocked everybody, and it's like, wow, he stepped down, and Oculus is definitely getting some traction now. When I was at the PlayStation Experience a few weeks back, all the displays, it seemed like were Oculus, it was VR, and it seemed like to be catching some traction. It caught on so much that you got a little toy with you. Why don't you show everybody what that toy is?
I actually got one myself recently. I got it over the Black Friday weekend, so that was pretty nice. Now,
tell me, what's your take about the Oculus? Since you had an opportunity to play with and things like that, what's your take?
It's an interesting gadget as far as all that goes. It's not quite jacking into the Matrix yet, so if you want to buy it for that, I wouldn't really say to go out and get it yet, because it's not there yet. But it's a very new medium of technology, I'd say, and it is much more immersive than watching something on a TV. So it depends on what you really want it for.
Now, what are some of the things that you have done with your Oculus? You played games, watched movies. What are some of the things you've done?
I pretty much run the gamut, I guess you'd say. I played some games. I played some movies. They have a movie theater where you can watch all kinds of movies, even ones that just came out on DVD. As far as games go, there's a platformer called Lucky's Tale. I got in some racing on Project Cars. Steam on the PC has a big picture mode, and you're able to go and play all your other normal games in like a theater. So I've been able to run the gamut, I guess you'd say.
Now, you definitely have to get some, controllers with it too, to really, get involved with some of the games. 'Cause I know I had the guy on early on this year with Pool VR that Steam has, and I know you have to have some things you got to hold in your hand and things like that. So is that your next step you have to get?
Yeah, it comes with an Xbox controller, and that's really good. But I have had some experience playing with the Oculus Touch controllers that just came out last Tuesday, and that definitely adds a whole nother level.
Now, being an avid gamer that you are you cool with VR, or do you think that it's just a lot of fluff and just a lot of hype around it? Or do you really think that this is really going to take gaming to the next level?
I really think it is going to take it to the next level, but I'd say right now, it's kind of funny. I'd say it's 3/4 there. It's mostly there, But the only things I could really say is just maybe like a little bit more as far as screen resolution goes, which of course we have to have hardware catch up with it. But that's like one of the main things holding it back from being something that's like truly like amazing.
And what I'm noticing now too, like the new Xbox S, VR ready, 4K ready. I know the new Alienware laptops and desktop VR ready. So are you telling me that I have to go buy a new VR system so that I can check out the VR or what? Or can it adapt to just some of the old stuff we have?
It requires a certain level of requirements as far as your hardware goes. The new Xbox that got announced at E3 this past year that's coming out, they said that'd be VR capable. But yeah, there is some older hardware that's not going to be able to run it. And you can go on Oculus's website and even have like a list that you have to meet as far as being able to play it comfortably. Because if you don't have hardware that's fast enough, VR is actually kind of a sickness simulator.
Got you. If not, so you have to get the right type of equipment to sit at the cool kids table, right?
Yeah, sadly.
Hey, so what's going on in the world of gaming? What's something that's catching your attention out there? Anything in the gaming news, gaming world that's like you're like, wow.
I'd say just seeing how things are moving along really quickly, I guess you'd say. Seeing how over the past couple years, games have started to, I feel like there's more indie developers coming on the scene. And I feel like because they don't have the big profit motive, I mean, of course they do, but it's not nearly as much as, say, like Ubisoft or EA. I feel like they have a little bit more love or artistic desire in their games.
And that's what we're noticing, too, even with tech startup companies, period. When they are smaller companies, they put more love and compassion, if you could say so, in their product. And we're starting to see that with some real indie developers. And I think social media is really going to, next year is going to be the year of the indie, the indie filmmaker, the indie startup, the indie gamer. I think just that platform out there, you're going to see a shift from the big boys not having a monopoly on the games out there. And some of these games are pretty cool out there. They match up with the big boys out there.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely been an upshoot in quality as far as what these indie studios have been pulling off in the past few years. And there's been some games that I've played that are from these tiny companies that I was like, wow, this is way better than what these big companies put out this year.
That is so true. So Uncarbonated Soda, it was great catching up with you again, and show off them Oculus again for the fans out there so they can check it out.
All right.
Yeah, go.
Sides and stuff.
Sweet, yeah. Do a little model for us. Can you put it on for us? We can check it out and see how it looks. Check it out now. Uncarbonated Soda.
You really want me to?
Yes, I'm putting them on the spot. So check it out. This is how the Oculus looks right there. Look at that, sweet. Look at that, nice, man. You're gonna be an Oculus model. I see that. I see that in your future. I foresee it in your future, young Padawan. I see that. Hey, but great catching up with you. We'll catch up with you again. Anything else you'd like to say before we let you go about gaming or anything in the news out there of what's happening?
Well, just thank you for having me on again. I really appreciate that. It's always a pleasure to chat with you because I feel like our minds are really alike as far as all of this tech goes, and it's just really cool to see how technology just keeps on pushing forward.
Absolutely. And hopefully I can get him out to E3 with me this year, me and Uncarbonated Soda at E3. That would just be pandemonium if we're out there together. Wow, we'll be like fanboys and Game Boy, like, oh, this is awesome. So hopefully we can make that happen. But great talking with you, Uncarbonated Soda, and keep gaming with your Oculus, my friend.
Yeah, for sure.
That was Uncarbonated Soda joining me on the Tech Zone. I am Paul Amadeus Lane. Wow, the Oculus. Are you going to get one, Sean? Are you going to get one for the Alienware that you got? Check it out. Are you going to VR? If you are, let me know. Hashtag Tech Zone and say, yes, I am. Or, no, I ain't. I'm speaking to King's English. No, I ain't. No, I'm not. All right, we'll be back with more Tech Zone coming up after these messages. We'll be back in 2 and 2.